Welcome to the Pharaoh's Realm podcast. I'm your host, Black Pharaoh. And today we have a super special guest, not because Mother's Day is coming up, and Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the moms. This woman right here is a very special mom, full-time job, full-time streamer, full-time mom, juggles, full-time podcaster now as well, juggles a lot of jobs. But when I say she has one of the best communities and probably hands down has one of the best Grand Theft Auto experiences, role-playing experience that you'll ever see. I mean, they don't had a wedding. They don't had all types of gang stuff. She's been a paramedic. I don't see her in every avenue of role-playing on Grand Theft Auto. But please welcome to the Pharaoh's Realm, the one and only Asia2London. Yeah. Thank you again for joining me. Very, very much appreciate having you. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and happy Mother's Day to you, of course, upcoming this week.
Thank you.
All right. So I want to start out with the first question I ask everybody. What game was the first game that got you into gaming? Not streaming, but actually got you into gaming itself.
It had to be Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. And
okay.
Yeah, but I did start way earlier than that. Like, I had my own Nintendo 64. I played Mario and stuff like that. I've always played petty games because I had brothers and sisters, but I grew up by myself. So video games were just that for me. So I go all the way back to my dad having Sega and him having me and my little brother in the living room playing the Michael Jackson game. People don't remember that game, but I remember it because my dad had it.
I remember the Moonwalker.
Yeah, we used to have the Moonwalker game, and that was my game. I used to love going to my dad's house playing Sega. So it started there with the Michael Jackson Sega game and Sonic, and then I moved on to getting my Nintendo 64. I had my GameCube, and then when Vice City came out, like, it just blew me away. Like, I've just been a natural gamer, I guess, because I was just the only child in the house, when I was younger. So, yeah, I started way back, way back.
Wow. Like I said, wow. I think that might have been the first Grand Theft Auto I got introduced to. But, let's talk about that Moonwalker game for now, because I remember that game. And, Michael Jackson had the hat and he flicked the hat and all that stuff. But what were some of the cool things that you really take away and remember about that game? Because I had that game for Sega. So what were some of the cool things you remember about that game?
I really just remember the moonwalk and it just being so cool, making him dance and kill people. Like, we're playing Michael Jackson right now. Like, that was the coolest thing, just having him moonwalk and just kill some people. I don't remember were they real people? I think they were. It was kind of like the Beat It video or something like that. But that game was awesome. Yeah, and the graphics were horrible back then. Now that I remember, I pictured the game. It was horrible. But you knew it was Michael Jackson. He was just a little white piece of paint with his little white hat and white suit in the game, and he just moonwalking and just killing people with his hat. So, yeah, I just remember the moonwalk from the game. Yep.
Wow, you really just, because, again, nobody's mentioned. I mean, I haven't heard that game mentioned in so long.
I don't even know what it was called.
It was a Moonwalker.
It was? Okay,
because it was based off the video.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was based off they had the video and stuff.
Gotcha, yep.
I think the Annie, Are You Okay? One of those. It was based off of that, but or Smooth Criminal was one or the other.
Yeah.
It was kind of based off of, but that was because they had a video series, I think, around, or a movie or something around Moonwalker. That's how I remember the title of the name.
Okay, yeah, that was my game. That was my first game.
Wow.
I had to be real young.
Wow. Yeah, I might have been in high school then.
Ooh.
I don't know.
We ain't gonna get to the age. We ain't gonna tell nobody age, but we got you. I got you.
Right. Nah. So, what is one thing that your streaming community may not know about you? Is there anything that, I know you're pretty much open book with your community, but is there anything that they may not, special skill, anything that they may not know about you?
Oh, a lot of people, they're just starting to find out, but a lot of people don't know that my other hobby is writing. I love writing, so I have a dream of becoming a famous movie writer, screenwriter, book writer, and so that's why I took it on to start like making skits in GCA, which is kind of like writing too, a step to that. So
Yeah.
that's my next goal. And a lot of people don't know that I'm a teacher, in real life, because I separate my
Really?
professional life from my gaming life.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get too much into that. But yeah, so two things that they might not know about me is my hobby is writing. Like that was my first love, and my second love was gaming. And I always wanted to be a teacher, and I became that. I worked hard to do that. So those two
Well,
things.
let me applaud you. I don't know what because I coach high school. I coach high school girls basketball actually.
Okay.
So, but I want to applaud you again for being the teacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been coaching girls basketball since cause I used to live in Atlanta. Now I live in Tampa, but I've been coaching. I've been coaching overall 25 years, over
Wow.
25 years. But I've been doing girls. I've been doing girls now almost 9 years now. I've
Ooh,
been doing
dope.
girls. I don't know if you're familiar with Peak Performance. I don't know if you heard of them, but they're out of the Atlanta metro area.
Okay.
But I started doing girls with them, and then I just when I moved to Florida 3 years ago, I just kind of just stuck with it.
Okay.
But yeah, I applaud you. That's a job that's very very much underappreciated. I don't know what grade you teach. If I was a teacher, I always said I would probably do high school because you
Same.
can be a little tough on them. Middle school, my brother teaches science in middle school. It's them kids is crazy. The kids. And then the elementary school, you just can't give them sugar before 12 because then they turn to gremlins and they bouncing all over the walls. So
I'm just gonna say I 100% agree with you. Yes, sir.
wow. Okay, yeah. So that makes this jumping back to the writing thing. That kind of makes sense as to why your your GTA role play is so good and so
Yeah.
awesome. So I take it you write a lot of the scripts a lot, for that. I think you had something big. I think I missed out on it with I could have lended my Barry White voice to it, but I know you was looking for people. You was doing some script writing for that. So how's that been going? How's that overall been going?
So the script for the first episode is finished, but I actually have a partner because I don't edit. So I'm just waiting on my partner to edit and finish putting it together, but it's done. Like episode 1 is done. We're just waiting on the editing and for it to come out, and that part is not up to me, so it's up to my partner. So, but hopefully it's coming out soon, like real, 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 real soon. I know editing is a hassle, so especially a video game. So I already expected that would
Yeah.
take time. So, and she's great at what she does at Izzy Games. So she's great at that. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a masterpiece.
Oh,
So-
okay.
But
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, I
this
know
month.
Izzy.
Definitely this month though.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure we'll have links and stuff to all your socials. So again, everybody, when it comes out, we'll make sure from the Fowls Realm podcast, we'll put it out on blast and definitely want you guys to go out and check it out. So let me ask you this. What has been the best advice you've received as a streamer? What has been the best advice that somebody, either non-streamer or somebody, has given you in your streaming journey?
Because it still feels also new. Doesn't feel like I've been doing this for a long time, which I haven't. I guess the best advice is keep going. I'm doing great.
Yeah.
It takes time, and
Right.
I think specifically the streaming. I think that's about it, though. Just a motivational piece. Just keep going. You're doing great. I started here, now I'm here, type thing, and it'll just eventually happen. When it's supposed to happen. So just keep striving.
Yeah. And how long have you been streaming for?
I've been streaming for seriously since last August. Not that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's okay. Yeah. I mean, you've made it. Like I said, you've made a lot of strides. I've definitely watched your your Call of Duty gameplay and seen you transition to some of the other games. I've seen again the Grand Theft Auto. I've watched you play It Takes Two, and I've watched you play A Way Out. So. Definitely, have been a variety streamer. Have you always been on Twitch, or have you started? Well, you wouldn't have started on Mixer because Mixer was already gone by the time you started. But
Yeah.
have you always been on Twitch, or did you dabble with Facebook gaming at all?
Yeah, I dabbled with Facebook game a little bit, but I stopped because I realized a lot of people can find your Facebook, including I want to keep my like professional life separate from my gaming life so bad, and it's been so hard. But it seemed easier for like my coworkers and stuff to find me on Facebook versus just doing it through Twitch. So I just stopped streaming on Facebook because I'm trying to separate that life, even though it's hard. You know, my students find me sometimes. I got to keep blocking. Eventually, it'll get to the point where I can't. But right now, as long as I can keep it under control, I'm going to keep it under control. So no Facebook gaming for me for a while until streamers say, hey, I can pay your bills and more. So you ain't got to worry about what you say on stream no more to lose your job. So until that time come, I'm going to block as many people as I can. And I won't be Facebook gaming. Because my mouth is my mouth, you know. I'm still an adult. A young adult.
Well, yeah.
And, you know, you got to be careful with that. So.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I do play with some of the players from the school, you know, on the boys, and they always hit me up, Coach, you playing the Call of Duty tonight? So I always got to be mindful, you know, when I do play with them. But you got to be the cool teacher, though, that if some of them know that you play.
Yeah.
So I always tell them, I'm the ruler of the gulag. Coach, what you know about the gulag? I'm the ruler of the gulag. That's all you need to know. I'm the ruler of the gulag.
See, a lot of teachers are open, though. A lot of teachers that I know have their students on their social medias and don't mind. I'm a private, like, when it comes to my professional life, I'm, like, totally different. And I know how my inner personality is, and I know my stream can get mature. So I just keep it separate. Yeah. So every teacher is different. So everybody's different. So I just prefer to keep it separate for now until I'm secure knowing that, hey, if I need to leave my job, you know, I could just tiptoe on out. But right now, no. I ain't gonna be blocked until the end, you know.
Yeah, no, because I mean, even in my regular 9 to 5, I had this rule, like I don't friend nobody from work. Yeah. I got burned years ago, you know, by somebody over a simple picture that wasn't even nothing bad, but you know, and ever since that, that happened. I want to say probably like 2009. And I was just like, all right, nope, I saw it. Delete. People, friend, nope, delete.
That stuff can get so serious. So I just try to boop. Yep.
All right, so what is a guilty pleasure game that you play offline that you may not necessarily stream that nobody may think that you still play today?
I play RuneScape. It's a MMORPG game, open world. Okay. Very, you know, dragons, trolls, type thing. People wouldn't think I play, but I've been playing that game since middle school. And when I found out they came out with a 2020 version, I fell in love all over again. So I'm a wizard. I cast spells. I hunt for potions. I kill werewolves, and yeah, that's my guilty pleasure.
Oh, you got a whole nother game in life that we don't even know about. Is that kind of like World of Warcraft?
Yes, it is. Okay. It's like the rivals, but it was number one. I'm going to put it out there. The first. Okay, I was playing that in middle school library, staying after school, missing the bus just to play that game at the library. So, yes.
So, you're also part of an up-and-coming podcast called JudgeYaMama, and I've watched every episode, but I've been live in the last two. Tell the viewing audience about that podcast, what it's about, and you know, and some of the people that you work with on that podcast.
I work with Baby Super, Izzy, Jada, Beauty, and Val. JudgeYaMama Podcast is just 6 girls talking about random things and keeping it 100. And not being judged for it or making the zone where you can't be judged for it. It's 6 ladies who never met in person, as far as on my end. A lot of us never met in person and just live on different parts of the world and came together, and we're basically getting to know each other through the podcast. Like, we get to know each other every time we go live. Like, we don't talk outside of that. Only two were close. We don't talk outside of the podcast unless it's something random, but we get to know each other live. So that's really amazing. And then we found out we have a whole bunch of things in common once we go live. And then after the live, we talk about it like, yo, this is that. So I think that's dope about it, you know. Randomly, girls were picked that streamed games, and we came together, and we actually making it happen. So that's dope.
Yeah, and to hear that you guys didn't really know each other, but the chemistry that you guys have is so good. I mean, And again, we'll have a link to the podcast in the description. But the chemistry you guys that have is so good. The topics be having me in stitches, and it's like, everybody plays a role, pretty good. Super cracks me up because first of all, her facial expression is when she's reacting to something that's so comical, and then you kind of like, you and Izzy kind of stare everything in, but I can say, everybody plays a role, and when you have 6 people working on the show that really don't know each other, and before we went live, I said you guys are like The View, and if anybody have watched The View, that's what the format is like. But again, you guys' chemistry, the way you stay on topic, the way you guys interact with the chat. I know yesterday I was laughing because you guys were talking about the height of men. And I had made that comment to you. I was like, wait a minute, you can't date anybody shorter than you now. You be dating a horse. You be dating a horse jockey. Anybody
I seen that. Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm 6'1", so I'm like,
so you can talk junk like that because you're 6'1".
Yeah, I can talk a little. I can talk just a little.
Gotcha.
But what are some of the things that you've had, some of the challenges you've had to overcome with, just streaming in general? Like, have there been any hurdles that have been in your way that you said, what, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to get past this. What are some of the challenges that you've had while streaming?
Biggest challenge is my PC getting electrocuted, and I had to be out of gaming and streaming for like 2 weeks. Or a week or two. It was a storm, and I kind of like kept my stuff plugged in, and the next morning it didn't work. So I had to figure that out, and then coming back trying to stream, I had bad lag that I didn't have before. So I had to put money into my PC again. And even just because I was known, like not known, but for playing COD. Just stopping playing Call of Duty and just getting into new games, hoping, that my viewers still liked it and stuff like that. And it made me realize that a lot of people are here just for my personality, no matter what I play, which is a good thing. And you have good days in streaming and you have bad days, but definitely losing my PC for that time being and kind of going through a transition where I just didn't want to play a certain game anymore, and I stopped streaming for a while. Then I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stream what I want to play. And still going through that now, looking for different games. I haven't been streaming lately because of, personal issues. I haven't been feeling well, but I'm still trying to come back to like, okay, when am I going to stream again? I've been trying to get back into playing my games or finding a new game, but it has been in the back of my mind like, when am I going to go live again? So yeah, but probably the biggest hurdle was my PC getting burnt and fried like a piece of chicken.
Oh man, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, I know I got a couple of surge protectors hooked up because Florida's known for its storms, but
yeah.
I think I would have given childbirth as a man if I would have woke up and my PC was fried.
Horrible.
Oh man. So let's. I want to talk about your COD experience because again, you are a very good COD player. Very well above average. So a couple of months ago, you did a one-on-one with Marisol, and I do want to say that you held your own. You held your own. But it was fun because the level of respect. So well, first of all, shout out to Black Male for doing the custom game. And when Marisol ran up, and how it kind of started, me, Demo, and Marisol was on the team, and you were on another team. And Marisol just snuck up on you guys and, just wiped out the team. And, you challenged him, which was good. And like I said, you held your own. But you've seen 1v1s before, but the love that you guys had, for each other was awesome. I did some live commentary for it. And, but just tell me how it feels when you have other streamers out there that, have that kind of respect for you and for your game. Like, how did that make you feel when people are telling you, like, I really respect your game and everything that you're doing?
Well, I think you're the first person that told me that, like, in that way. So how it feels just now is good. It feels good. I mean, I never looked at it that way. See, what I learned about this streaming life is that a lot of people, when they start streaming, they don't stream for fun anymore. It's like, they want to put on a show. But I kind of like, when I game to have fun. Like, I don't care if I win or lose. Like, so the whole thing with me challenging Morrisall was fun in games. Like, I didn't care whether I won or lost, but it was fun talking junk. Like, even if I know I'm going to lose, I'm going to talk junk like I'm going to win. So, I just always remind myself with the streaming stuff, have fun. Like, it's a game. Like, have fun, and I never want to forget that. So, anybody I connect with, I'm going to make sure you having fun with me. So, I could joke with him. So, the thing I liked about challenging with Morrisall is that at some moments we had to work together. At some moments, we kind of played on each other like, hold on, I don't know if I should pick you up just yet. You winning a little bit, and I like that. So I couldn't do it with anybody who was over serious, or just didn't look at it, as a game that's fun. Like, yes, I was competitive, but at the same time, we were having fun. So I never forget to have fun.
Right. And I would tell you, you had him sweating at a lot. Like, there was times, me, him, and Demo was chatting, and you had him on the ropes. He was like, oh, man, like, I can't believe I played like this. And she, you had him, you rattled his cage a few times, but like I said, it was a great, from my point of view, to commentate it and talk about it. And like I said, this is the absolute respect that you guys have for each other. And you guys really barely knew each other. But again, I think that kind of speaks more so to your chemistry, because it just seems like you just mesh well with everybody for the most part.
Yeah.
And again, that's a testament just to who you are, when you can just meet strangers and you can just kind of roll with them, and there's no, there's no bad chemistry. It's like you're just that, what's that blood type? O negative or O positive that mixes with everything.
In real life.
Oh, so viewers, listeners,
I think I'm a rare blood type. I think it's B negative, but I am a rare blood type. Definitely in real life. I have to have a card with me in my wallet, just in case I get into an accident and stuff and need a blood transfusion. I have to have that card on.
Gotcha.
So that's crazy you did that. But yeah, like, I'm definitely a people's person. Like, if there's any streamer that I don't mix well with, it's because of them. It's definitely because of them, because I love everybody. I have fun with everybody. If I have a issue with someone, it's because you definitely did something to me, or you definitely gave me the vibe that you're not, a genuine person. Like, I can mesh with anybody because I love good energy and I love bringing positivity to people. Like, if you see me in people's streams, I'm making their chat go live. I don't care if I'm coming in telling adult jokes, corny jokes. I'm going to come in and I'm going to turn up in the chat because I want to see everybody laugh. So if that's not happening with you in Asia2London, it's definitely something you did or you're a void there, because that's just my personality. You're absolutely right.
Exactly, because you definitely be laying at the Demo in his chat, though.
Yeah, gotta mess with Demo, man. Gotta mess with him.
I be sitting there laughing, and I'll shoot him a text. I'm like, dude, she got you, man. Just you got to take this L tonight, man. She got you.
Yeah, it be all love, though.
All love. And speaking of love, tell everybody the story of where your name comes from. And again, that's one of the reasons why I wanted you as part of this Mother's Day special, as part of my Women in Gaming series. Tell everybody where your name came from.
Oh, simple. Like in my Twitch bio, I'm not from Asia. I'm not from London. My name's Asia, and my beautiful daughter name is London. And I guess when I was making a name, I was looking at her because she's always by my side. So I came up with Asia2London, and it's just been that way. And I've been thinking, if I have another child, will my child be jealous if I ever be famous and my name is Asia2London still? So I've been trying to think how I'm gonna add that in there, But yeah, I'm a single mom right now with one 6-year-old, and her name is London, and I just meshed our names together, and it's just like that.
Yeah, and there's nothing like, the oldest. Like I said, my oldest, she's very special to me. She'll be 28 this year.
Wow.
She'll be 28.
Woo.
Yeah, registered nurse, got to do her own thing, I'd be like, I need a loan. I need a loan. Oh, yeah, I'm very proud. And that's why I say, and that's why I admire you young ladies so much, because you're all close in age to her. And, I just love to see, the black power and you guys are doing, the black girl power, excuse me. and you guys are really bringing some, special. But if you have any other children, they'll be all right. They'll just have to understand, there's always going to be that bond with the first one. I guess I tell my daughter all the time. I remember when I was living in New York, I'm from New York, and carrying her up the stairs in the stroller and carrying her down the stairs in the stroller. And I said, but enjoy her. I know you said she's 6 because it goes fast. Because I swear to God, my daughter was just a little girl the other day.
She be like, when I'm gonna be 18? Am I 18 yet? I said, girl, ain't it a little bit too early to talking like this? But yeah, I get it. I definitely get it.
So is there a future for her in gaming? Is she starting to get a little? I know you can't give it a real bug, but she getting a little bit of the gaming bug.
She knows how to use my PC. She plays Roblox on my PC, off my PC. She plays games on her phone. She definitely has tried to snatch my controller 1 or 2 times. I'm definitely creating a gamer. I definitely am, and I have no issues with that. I'm currently trying to figure out when I'm going to build her own PC. And I definitely want that for her within this year, so she can stop using mine, So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thankfully, I'm an empty nester now, so I ain't gotta fight over the TV or I just recently only dusted off my Xbox because of MLB baseball. But other than that, I don't think I turned on my Xbox since I started PC gaming. I don't think I turned on my Xbox in like 3 or 4 months.
Right.
It's been that long.
Yeah, my PS4 was gone in a storm. It got electrocuted. It's dead. So I haven't had my PS4 since then. So I said I'm going to wait till I get a PS5. So all my PlayStation games I haven't played in months. So yeah, it's fried. The baby's right here, fried. On the inside. That's why you never judge a book by its cover, because it look good on the outside, but on the inside it doesn't work, y'all. So.
Oh man, that must have been. Like I said, I applaud your patience, and because I really would have lost my mind. I really would have lost my mind.
Oh, I was blowing up my renter's insurance.
Yeah. That's right. I forgot you could claim. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I forgot about that. See, she just gave you guys $1,000 worth of game. If you live somewhere and you're in a high storm area like Texas or Arizona or Florida, Georgia, anywhere in the South, make sure that renter's insurance is up to date, because you never know when you're going to need to make that call to replace that PC or that console.
Yes, sir.
So speaking of stream, what is the favorite device that you like? What is your most prized device that you use as part of your stream?
My most prized device.
Like so let's say that you're building another. So let's say you're building a new streaming area, new office, new space to stream in, and you can take everything in that other space is brand new, but you can take one thing currently in your current stream setup. What would you take over to that new streaming area?
My keyboard. My pink keyboard. I love my pink keyboard.
Yes, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you had the pink keyboard from when you played mouse and keyboard.
I still do. My pink keyboard and my Bluetooth headphones and my mic, because when I'm yelling at my daughter, I can just switch it back down when I want to go on mute during the stream. So that's easy. And I like to talk crap. So if I got to leave the PC, I can run to my kitchen, be talking crap in my kitchen, and come back and, still here. So, yeah, I really don't have, I love seeing people's setups when they got all the little gadgets and nice stuff, around their streaming thing. I haven't got there yet. I'm not that, I won't say organized, but I haven't got into collectibles, even though I will always want to. Maybe I should, pay somebody to do it for me. But I don't have any of that. I just have what I need, here. And I just play.
Yeah, Yeah, nothing. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I totally forgot that you had. I think I haven't seen. I can't say that I've seen anybody else play with a pink keyboard, and I think that's one of the things that's always stood out was the color of your keyboard. So I mean, I have my little simple black Logitech keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. So how has your mouse and keyboard experience? I know you've been doing it for a couple of months now, but how has that transition been to mouse and keyboard?
It ain't no thing now. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I'm good with it now. Like, I don't even want to think about my controller anymore because I might mess up. But I'm surprised I transitioned because I remember when I first tried, it was like ridiculous. But I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm good now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of people have been trying to get me to switch, but I don't know. I just think I've been playing controller for so long. There's certain games that I play that you like Escape from Tarkov, you got to play mouse and keyboard.
If you can do that,
But
you
for
can
the
do
most
any
part,
other game.
yeah. I mean, I applaud you because
Listen, I took some.
that's what everybody says.
Right.
They say if you can play that.
I took advice from some streamers when I first started streaming. They was like, you just got to go cold turkey, and I did, and that helped. And COD was the first game I learned it on. So COD is one of the hardest games to like want to play mouse and keyboard on. So I went cold turkey and I played COD. So that helped. And once you can do that with COD, you can play any other game on PC. And then we got to take it back to back in the day. Like, we used to use nothing but computers. Like, we used to play games on the computer. We used to know how to code stuff on the computer. We used to know how to build a website if we wanted to. We just got to tap into what we used to do. We got spoiled with the controllers. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because I remember, I go all the way back to DOS and the little mouse and the little turtle mouse that you get to type in commands and stuff like that.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you're right. I probably just need to sit there and invest the time in it because
go cold turkey.
It is fun sometimes when you do it. And I know, all right, I think you've twisted my arm. So everybody,
Welcome.
next couple of streams, you'll probably see me trying a little bit of mouse and keyboard. But I always keep the controller on standby just in case.
Yes, do that.
We'll definitely see how it goes. So, as a new streamer yourself, only being less than a year in it, what advice would you tell somebody coming up behind you about streaming and what to expect, and what are some of the things that you've learned in your short journey that maybe some good advice for the next person coming up behind you?
I tell people all the time, like, always be yourself. Never forget to have fun. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't look at how many viewers you have or anything like that, because that can make your gaming experience in that moment not so good. Just be yourself, and people who genuinely like you for you will watch you. And never forget just to have fun.
Amen.
Don't worry about what someone else has on their stream or doesn't have. Don't worry about, just start somewhere and just always focus on you. And don't forget, like, you're gaming. You're doing something that you love to do. You're just adding people into your gaming era or your gaming environment, and they're in your environment. So you have fun, and don't let, like, numbers determine you, because it's not about that. Just have fun and take your time, and one step at a time. You might not have the best camera. You might not have the best microphone. But starting somewhere, people see your growth, that makes people more connected with you, because I connect with people when I see their growth. Like, oh, you got a new camera this week? Okay, I see you. And then you see from where they came from. It's a beautiful thing. So just keep going. Yeah, and have fun.
Yeah, because I tell everybody, on YouTube, my very first stream, I have the video on YouTube, and man, my stream looked ashy. Woo, it looked ashy. But to see where I started back in 2018 to see where I am now, it definitely took, a lot of patience and a lot of time. And, just recently I found that my own niche was podcasting. Like, I don't even I enjoy streaming because I enjoy the networking and the camaraderie and the people that come in. But I really enjoy podcasting a lot more. So sometimes, like you said, don't worry about the numbers. When you look at some of the bigger streamers out there, they've been doing it 5-10 years. They didn't have success overnight. And I think a lot of people come into this game thinking, I'm going to hit on the switch and I'm going to be successful and I'm going to have 10,000 followers. And, and my last guest, we was talking, they were saying how, to be sustainable, she gave advice to somebody, said you need to have between 600 to 800 subscribers. And I'm like, 600 subscribers, depending on if you're on Facebook Gaming, 600 subscribers only gives you $3,000 a month. After that, you still got to pay taxes, you still got to pay all this other stuff. Can you really pay your bills with just under $2,000 for the most part? Probably not. Like, people don't even see, that and realize that these streamers are getting income from other areas. It's not just like streaming can't be your only source of income. I tell people, don't quit a full-time job, because when you look at the hours you're putting in, You know, some of them are putting 70, 80 hours in a week, 10-hour streams, 12-hour streams a day, 7 days a week. That's cause for burnout.
Because the top streamers now,
And they don't see that.
Yeah, so the top streamers now who can afford to just stream, they're not streaming that much. I get it, wanting to put in the work, but don't stress yourself, you know, for that. A lot of people, what I don't get is, or what I get, you know, kind of not anxious about, but when I get worrisome is when they're streaming all these hours, you know, for the money, and it's not for fun anymore. So what happens if you don't make it? Like, how would that affect you mentally? You know what I'm saying? So when I meet people like that, it kind of worries me. Like, yo, you streaming like 12 hours a day. You calling off work to do this. That's a lot. Now it's not fun for you anymore. And that's dangerous. Because what if it doesn't happen?
Yeah.
That's very dangerous. Like,
yeah.
So like I always make sure I tell myself, like, hey, I stream when I'm up to it. And if God wants me to be successful in streaming, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So just be careful. People got to be careful with that, because money and having fun gaming are two different things. People like to enjoy people enjoying themselves. So if I go into a person's stream and it's about money, you can only donate this much biddies, or you can only do this. I don't have fun in those streams. I like streams for people who stream for fun, not for money. Let the money come, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let people give, and again, you out here giving people, what I call $1,000 worth of game. Let streaming, let it be natural for you, because mental health is very strong. Is a unspoken issue in streaming, and people. And when I look at Twitter and I see how many people are burning out, even successful streamers are burning out because it's becoming so overwhelming. And that's why, like I said, in finding my niche, there were just times, somebody, Demo hit me up and like, yo, you getting on tonight? And I'm like, bro, I'm not feeling it tonight. Like. But see this right here, and like I said, you just, to your point, you just got to find your lane, but it has to be when you feel up to it, and not let anybody else dictate your schedule to you. And I think a lot of people lose focus in that. They lose understanding in that, like you said, this is your narrative. This is your story to tell. You're inviting people into your world. So, and like I said, I applaud you. You streamed COD for a long, every time you was on, you was COD. And then you just got to the point, you're like, you know what? I'm going to play something else. And I'm going to enjoy playing something else, and I'm going to have fun playing something. And it's all right. And if you come and enjoy my content, hey, if you don't, okay, but I'm still going to be me. Mm-hmm. And I definitely applaud you for that. All right, so our next segment is brought to you by Diamond the Doula. If you're in need or looking for a more natural way to healing, look no further than Diamond the Doula. I was recently diagnosed with a bad back. She sent me some oils for my back. I put the oil on my back daily, in addition to stretching and doing other things, and I can definitely say that it's helped. She does not deal in CBD, so she doesn't deal in those types of oil. I'm actually about to reach out to her because I'm seeing Jay-Z, Nas, and Floyd Mayweather out here with a head full of hair. I need to find out what they're using, so I need to reach out to her myself for something to get my hair growing back, because I'm starting to thin, and I'm too young to be balding, but. Definitely reach out to diamondthedoula.com. She'll definitely satisfy all your holistic needs. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, kind of rapid fire style. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. Just, whatever comes to your mind. If you have a story behind it, great. Definitely want to hear it. So let me ask you this. Controller or mouse and keyboard?
Mouse and keyboard.
Would you rather have 100,000 followers on YouTube or 100,000 followers on Twitch?
100,000 followers on YouTube.
So let me ask you why 100,000 followers on YouTube? I'm curious.
Because more people in the world.
You're the second person that said that.
More people in the world.
You're the second person that said that. That's why I'm asking.
More people in the world use YouTube, and you can share YouTube videos quicker. And people will more likely have access to YouTube than Twitch. YouTube can get more circulation than Twitch, I believe. Even though I don't stream on YouTube, but definitely YouTube.
Right. Okay, like I said, you're the second. Most people, when I ask that question, they lean towards the platform, but that's interesting. Okay, I had to ask. would you play It Takes Two or A Way Out? Which one would you
It
prefer?
Takes Two.
Okay. Jump into card for a quick second. Would you rather a 20 kill match or a 2 kill dub?
20 kill match. I'm clipping that. That's goals right there.
Again, I think you're the first person that chose that particular option.
Listen,
Wow.
I
Okay.
told you, it ain't always about
I think I would
winning.
take the 20 kill match.
Yeah. It's easy.
Yeah. I think I would take the 20 kill match too. All right. Couple of musical questions. Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac?
Tupac. Tupac.
Tupac. Okay. No. Hey. No right or wrong answer. Drake or Jay-Z?
Drake. The heck?
Okay. All right. Now I got one for you. Would you take the Migos or Outkast?
Outkast. Migos. Outkast.
Oh, okay.
Outkast. Outkast.
That's all good. Nicki or Cardi B?
Nicki, come on. Nicki Minaj.
Okay. All right. And then one I usually can stump people with, Foxy Brown or Lil Kim?
Lil Kim. She's the
Okay.
GOAT.
Your face says
Lil
it.
Kim, that's not hard. Lil Kim. Go, got to give her her flowers while she's here.
Yeah.
I don't know
a
one
lot of
Foxy
people
Brown
don't appreciate.
song.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
She's beautiful.
Listen, nothing.
She's beautiful chocolate, but I don't know one of her songs. Lil Kim all day.
Yeah. I mean, they both deserve their flowers. I mean, they came out at a time when, unfortunately, sexuality sold in rap for women, because Queen Latifah and all of them before that, you didn't see that, the way that they were dressed, but they did change the game. And, and they're the reason why you have the Nickies and the Cardi B's and the Megan Thee Stallions and some of these other female rappers out here. So they definitely did set, the table. So, yeah, they do deserve their flowers. And, I've always been a Lil Kim guy because I had the poster on my wall.
Yeah, I bet you did. The old Lil Kim, right? Not the new one.
Yeah. Yeah, the hardcore poster? Yeah. And I've told this story 1,000 times. I used to have it on my wall. My grandmother came in my room. She's like, boy, take that picture down. So I took it down and put it behind my door. So every time she came in my room, she wouldn't see it because she never looked behind my door. Couldn't see it.
That was the old Lil Kim, right? Or the new Lil Kim?
Yeah. This dude.
The old one.
I really, the only thing I dislike is the way she was just, so self-conscious about how she looked. 'Cause she was already a beautiful young lady, and now, with all that surgery and how she changed their look, and
it's not her. She looks totally different.
Yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way because you were naturally, beautiful, and you didn't have to change your look, for nobody or to be somebody else. Like it was totally unnecessary. All right, so just want to ask you just a couple of more questions before we wrap it up. If there was a movie made about your life right now, from maybe from the earliest time you started, or maybe into your teenage years to this point, but who would play the starring role as Asia in the story about Asia2London?
Like a celebrity or something?
Yeah, anybody.
Who would play me?
Or who would you want to play you? Like who would be the actress, any era, who would be the actress that you would want to play you?
Probably my daughter right now, cause like I couldn't think of no actress. I'm still finding myself, like I feel like I still got a lot more in life to go through. Not saying negative, but I feel like I got a lot more life of me. So the only person I see that's like me is my daughter, to be honest. But a celebrity, I can't even think of one. No,
it's understandable. I when I was looking at the thing in this question, I thought Notori Norton. I think you could have even played her role in Power.
Oh yeah, see, I could have did that, but me, no, man, nah.
Yeah.
I always thought myself of like a Gabrielle Union or Nia Long.
Okay, no, Gabrielle Union is a very popular one because my last guest said Gabriella as well because that woman hasn't aged a bit. I think me and her should be around the same age, and she looks probably about 10 years younger still. She still looks in her 30s, still looks good. So takes care of herself. Okay, yeah, she's definitely one of the more popular ones. Okay, that's the question I was looking for. So again, I know your streaming journey hasn't been too long, but what has been your greatest achievement to this point in your streaming journey?
I think making a name for myself and building relationships with people that I didn't know at all. Like I have some people I talk to like every day on Instagram, on the strength of just meeting me through like just a little streaming community that we do have, and and building these and people just getting to know my personality and enjoying it without even knowing me. So I think the biggest thing is showing people who I am through the camera, and just sticking with it, I guess, and just content. I've never been a content creator like at all. Like this is my first time doing this stuff, but it's coming naturally. Like I post stuff that I want to post.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think those two things.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to put a link to your Instagram because I'll have to say your Instagram stays lit. It stays with some nice clips and highlight. And I always liked how you do the banners around that.
Yeah.
I always like how you did your banners, even when you started with the covered girls game and how you evolved it to where you are now. Like your banners have always been like eye-catching. Yeah. Always been eye-catching. And we'll make sure we have a link to your Instagram.
Awesome.
And then so make sure, you check her out. Make sure you check out, her Instagram. Last question I do want to ask: when it's all said and done, so let's think, was it 2021? So let's say it's 2050 right now. We're going about almost 30 years into the future. You've been content creating now for, let's say, 30 years. And I'm just saying that range because typically people retire at the end of a career in 30 years. So we're 30 years in the future. What is it that you want to be most remembered for, when it's all said and done?
Making people laugh, as far as streaming, that making people laugh and shedding positivity on them every time they come in. So just making people feel good every time they leave my stream. Like, dang, every time you go to her stream, you're going to laugh. Or, man, she made me feel good after leaving that. I got told to the next just for a laugh. Like that. It ain't going to be about, oh, she got 50 kills. It's going to be like, man, I laughed. That's what I want.
You know what? And I do laugh because when you scream, like when you get excited and you scream, it is the funniest thing. Oh, my God. I'll be in stitches. So I will definitely say that you will definitely be remembered, again, just bringing that comedic but yet having fun side to streaming because, I definitely, say that you do have fun doing what you do and, your personality does, and like I told you throughout the stream, your personality does rub off on other people because you're just a breath of fresh air and you do the streaming the right way, I applaud a lot of the streamers that I've had on the show because, they're not out here doing the bathtub streams and nothing like that. Like, you're honestly setting a great example for your daughter because we live in an age now where, like what I did in the 80s and 90s won't follow me, for the rest of my natural life. But we're in a time now that anything I do now could follow me, social media wise for the rest of your life. And I can say, in that time frame when your daughter, is about, what your age is now, she can look back and be like, yo, my mom did it the right way, didn't have her, she wasn't a booby streamer or nothing like that. She just did it the right way. And I definitely want to give you your flowers and applaud you for that because you are, definitely doing it the right way. So just to wrap up, tell everybody, I know you're working on getting your streaming schedule back to normal, but just what typical days, when you get back, what days and times they can typically find you, and also what day and time they can listen in and tune into the Judge Your Mama podcast.
So for me, streaming, the best thing is to follow me on Instagram. I will post when I'm going live there. So my Instagram, Asia2London, GG at the end. GG stands for Girl Gamer. So follow me there, and I'll post like right before I'm going live. I don't like to lie to my people, so I don't have a certain schedule or time that I stream.
Okay.
I do it when I feel like it, when I can give y'all the good energy from me. So, but I'm mostly off on weekends. But sometimes I feel like streaming through the week. So when I'm streaming, I'm gonna give you some good energy. So just follow my Instagram to know when I'm going live, and also follow at JudgeYaMama Podcast on Twitch and on Instagram.
Okay. And again, we'll have all the links in the bio, in the description to this podcast. But again, with this being my Mother's Day special, again, rest in peace to my mom. But like I said, your energy, you honestly remind me so much of my mom. And yeah, you do, because y'all, I think you're close. Y'all have a lot of similar features and stuff. I know my I know we're not blood related because my family on my mother's side is huge, and I know everybody on that side.
My family on my mom's side is huge. And some of them
like
are
I said,
in New York.
Really, what part?
I don't know. Bronx, I think.
Oh,
I don't know.
Bronx?
Yeah, I never met that side.
Yeah, most of my
though.
family's from Brooklyn.
Okay, I never met that side, but we
no,
all
but like I
related
said, you
somehow.
do remind me of her. Yeah. Our bloodlines are all related. Go back. But like I said, but just the way, like I said, just the way you carry yourself, the way your interactions with your daughter. Like I said, I'm the oldest of 7 kids, so yeah. But again, that bond that you have with your daughter is just so awesome, and I can honestly say, as an elder person, you are definitely setting a good example for the next generation of young ladies, because I'm getting to that point where I thought I was like, the young guy. Now I'm like the older guy, like the one giving advice to everybody. But you are definitely, like I said, definitely a great example. That's why I wanted you as part of my Women in Gaming series. And, definitely, keep doing what you're doing. I truly, truly appreciate the content and everything that you're putting out there.
Thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate you. This uplifted me so much. I appreciate it.
Now, I gotta, like you said, we gotta give people their, no matter what the age is, man. When people are doing it right, you gotta give them their flowers and celebrate them. So again, make sure you follow her. Make sure you check out her stream. Make sure you look forward to her upcoming GTA series. We're gonna definitely put blasts of that on all over our social media. Yes. Check it out. I know the script is gonna be great. She had a lot of people I know signing up to play roles, so I know it's gonna be great. Do you have anything for the audience before we close out?
No, y'all be good. Stay safe. Stay positive. Take everything one day at a time.
Amen to that.
Amen.
As we always end the podcast, you could have spent your time doing anything in the world, but you spent it with me, and I appreciate it. Yo, big up Brooklyn. Yo, Pharoah is out. And never be afraid to bet on yourself. Peace out.
Woo.